You're watching iCarly.
Is that a thing?
I'll explain all once I see it pop up on my screen and I can click on it.
It's there.
It's there?
Yes.
Should be.
It's a lot. It's a lot. No, I see it. It's there.
Oh, there it is.
Look how
There it is.
Look how good we look.
It's here. Whoa. Whoa.
Calm down.
Whoa.
We're in a spaceship. I feel like we're in a spaceship.
I flew in a starship across the universe divide.
Woodrow says, fancy. Oh, I got to put my thing on.
Across the something I'd ride.
Across the universe.
Universal divide.
Bob, the Mighty Woodrow. We got to get together with the Mighty Woodrow, Sean.
I know. I got this wedding.
I feel like we've been too busy.
Dude.
It's been too busy.
I know. Well, you're just talking about...
I woke up this morning all stopped up. Didn't have any cocaine in the house.
Woke up this
fix
morning, decided to
It's
kill
mat,
my
two mat.
ego.
We got two mats.
We got two mats.
A mat on the water
You know what
and a mat not on the water.
There's only one issue with these, man. I hate whenever it folds up in
I
my
know.
chest, right? I'm
I
like,
know.
what the
It's
hell?
like playing an ovation.
It is like playing an ovation.
It's like playing the old ovation.
Nice.
Just letting everybody filter in.
Let them all come in.
No one's
Let
just
'em
us being
in.
on time and ready to roll.
I know.
I'll have you know, we were here early.
We're here early.
Sean was here super early.
It was odd. Are you in my old dorm room? Yes, we are. Is this the Pink Pony Club? Yes, it is.
No, Tom, we're in your new dorm room.
How's it go, Johnny? It's
We're about to pop out.
H
I couldn't tell
O
you that.
T G O.
What?
You can
Hot to
take
go?
me hot to go. You know, yeah. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You know,
Whatever you guys say.
he gets it.
It is very pink behind us.
It is. Is this the USS Enterprise control? You know, it's funny. We've been saying
That'd
that
be amazing
quite a lot.
if it
It's like
was.
drive the Enterprise. Enterprise.
Drive the
We'll pick you up.
Enterprise.
Good morning.
Chad B.
Good morning from British Columbia, Canada.
We knew where British Columbia was. No need to hold our hand.
Listen, I had no idea. I had to finish reading that. I was like, British
Baxter
Columbia.
just got back from the Great White North, seeing his old pals, the Gallagher brothers.
Snow Aces, if you know what I mean.
I said, baby. Which of you are now engaged to Taylor Swift? I would never. No, I would. If Taylor Swift.
Johnny
proposed,
spent $1 million.
I'd be like, sorry, kids. Christy, sorry.
Johnny.
I'd pay him well, though. If I got engaged to Taylor and had some of that Swift money, that T-Swizzle money,
Oh, yeah.
I'd make sure they lived in luxury.
Me and Skylar talked about this. It's like, whenever you marry somebody that rich and they're that busy, it's not like you really ever see them. So I was like, we could, like, do our thing. And then
yeah.
it's just like, oh, wait.
But I feel like T-Swizzle is the one who'd want to, like, drag you around with her. You'd be like your little puppy.
By a chain, dude.
You know, I feel like this, you know, is he retired now? Did he retire?
Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's about to come through the pipe.
I feel like it's like, okay, well, you retire and you follow me around on tour.
in
Which,
the
I mean,
gimp
you know,
suit. He's like,
Listen, you just got to trade in one monkey suit for another.
Literally.
Tight pants and pads for whatever Taylor wants.
Instead of Bill Belichick ramming that ass.
Whoa,
Wait, I guess he
Whoa.
wasn't there. Huh?
he wasn't there.
I'm thinking of Gronk.
He's here. Bill Belichick. He's in North Carolina.
I know. I saw that the other day. I was like, what the hell?
He's been having some issues too, with some
Bill.
girl issues.
I know. I saw that the
There
other
was
day.
some
I was
bad
like,
press
what
there
the
for a
hell?
moment. He's been having
Let
some
me tell you
issues.
something. Okay. Bill Belichick. I feel like I bumped into him before, but I just wouldn't know it. And I probably just probably held the door for him, and he's like, thanks there, Slick. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's fine. Someone's saying, Rob said congratulations to Sean. Don't go congratulating Sean yet.
Thank
He
you.
hasn't done a damn thing.
Hasn't happened yet.
He hasn't done a damn thing yet, and it's not too late for him to change his mind. Sorry, Skylar, if you're watching.
No, she's never.
She's never
She's
watching.
never watching
That's
this.
the way. That's the way to start the marriage right. Baxter did enjoy the show, by the way. We actually shot a video on it, and I didn't even get to say a word because he was so excited. It was like a schoolgirl babbling. I'm just kidding.
Babbling.
I hope he watches that. He's like, God dang it.
I
No,
hope
it
he's
was-
watching it in class.
What?
He'll do that. Like, he'll be teaching, and he'll have his phone set up just to check and make sure we're not doing anything too crazy.
No, we did. I actually, it was a really fun video hearing him talk about it. It's kind of fun because I don't feel like Baxter gets excited about things like that too often.
No.
In fact, he's usually the other kind of like, well, he's been around.
They're
seen a lot,
throwing it away.
Right. So seeing him so excited about like going and having that experience, I think was really cool.
Whenever he came in, I was in here Monday cleaning up. We're going to talk new lights, new studio looking things, all that good stuff.
I say we ignore it.
It never happened.
Pretend like it's always been this way.
It's always been this way. There's also there's things you might not know. I have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
JP's gonna hate me for that, but it's okay.
We have
Secrets,
two. We could
secrets.
fight. We could fight.
We do have two. It's pretty great.
Frederick is still waiting for our acoustic session.
It's in the mail. No, I was in here Monday cleaning up, and Baxter got back, and he came over here, and he was like, "Oh, I'll let you go. I know you want to go home." And I was like, "No, you're good. I'm hanging." And he said, "Okay, good." And then he just like bursted with all his joy about Oasis.
Like I said, like a
He
schoolgirl.
was like, it was pretty awesome. It was so. I was like, yeah, dude. Good.
That's
I'm
great.
glad. I'm happy for him. It seemed like it was a lot of fun. Seemed
No,
like there was
I
a
think
lot
it
of
was, man.
memories.
I think it sounded pretty awesome.
He said the last time he saw them was in 2004 in a 4,000 seat venue.
Yeah. No, I mean,
So it's like, damn, dude,
yeah, we looked it up.
80,000 people.
From 3,200 seat capacity at the last place he saw him. He remembered the venue. He said it in the video. You'll hear it in the video. But to 80,000. And
What
imagine
the
being
hell?
the opener. Like, I mean, obviously Cage the Elephant has had a pretty good career. But I mean, that's a lot of people. 80,000 people is a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, dude.
That's a lot of people. It's a lot. The Mighty Woodrow says it looks like we got some of Aftermath stage lighting.
We did.
Matthew's about to jump out from
He's
behind
gonna-
us, actually. I was like, oh my God. But no, that would be really funny.
He's behind the lights. Yeah, no, we've been making some changes around here. I won't go too into detail because I feel like if you don't want to know how the sausage exactly gets made, but we've been having fun.
Sure
I think.
you do.
That's what we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun. We got sweet JP behind the camera and some edits and some fun things like that. I feel like we're gonna do a full-on introduction of him. Like he's gonna come in, he's gonna tear his shirt off. and then,
That'd be awesome, actually.
imagine if he wrote in, dude, here's the video. I know somebody with a mini horse. Imagine JP riding in on a mini horse with no shirt on. We could paint it white. Spray paint it white.
I like this idea.
That'd be a good idea, dude. I think we could do that. That'd be killer.
Tom says, is Derek still with the company?
As a friend.
Derek's he's doing some different things, taking some time.
He's
He's
shifting some
on to
gears.
greater, wider horizons. But yeah,
Yes.
like Sean says, he actually popped by this morning.
Yep, he did.
So, no, but
That's right.
in spirit.
In spirit.
In spirit.
Once the casino crew, always the casino crew. That's how it kind of works. We got a wall over there with
All
some
sorts of people in it.
caricatures.
We've put them in there.
There are people who are with us. There are people who are no longer with us. But regardless, they are always with us.
In the crew.
In the crew.
In the crew. We'll probably be a little something about that. An official, maybe not a whole video, but we'll talk about it. So let's see. Alex Holden says Taylor's next song is going to be
Prenup.
I mean,
I can see it.
obviously Travis Kelce's got some money too, but not Taylor Swift money, right? So like, do you think you do a prenup?
I mean, guess it depends, right? He's not. I mean, she's worth like what, $1 billion? She's got to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Taylor's
for sure.
over $1 billion. JP's saying over. I mean,
Well, let's just see.
I bet she's got that bitch on a rope, dude. I bet she's got that boy on a leash.
Homegrown Son says, will he take her last name? If he's, yeah.
1.6 billion.
What's Paul McCartney worth?
Oh, not that much.
No, he's a billionaire.
I bet he's only 600 million.
No, I think he's a billionaire.
Come
But
on,
let's look,
JP.
let's look.
Give me the deets.
Roughly 1 billion euros, approximately 1.3 billion USD.
So Taylor's just edged out the top Beatle.
By $300 million.
Yeah, I mean nothing. barely at all. Point 3 million, you know? Nothing.
Point 0.3 billion.
Yeah. Like I said, barely.
Oh yeah, the homegrown son said it. He said, Travis Swift? Listen, if I was getting married to Taylor Swift, I'd be like, hey, I'll take your last name.
Listen, you know that obviously he's a football player. You know, he hangs out with his pals who are dudes. Do you think they give him shit?
Oh,
yes. I bet this is constant.
Are you kidding me? You think he's not walking into that locker room? You know the Super Bowl had to be a damn shit show.
When all that stuff was happening, where like people were concerned about her being at the game, and like nobody even gave it. You know, they didn't care about who won. He was just.
Oh,
like,
I would have roasted if I was in the locker room. I would have roasted his nuts.
Imagine being the coach. I would talk. Oh my god.
Like, all right, Travis. Well, whenever you get done with your little date time, we'll be here just playing the biggest game of our lives. Sound good? Me too easy, dude.
So. Alex says Jordan is worth more. I actually thought about that, Michael Jordan. Yeah, but what's Michael Jordan worth, JP? It's billions. I think he's over the 1 billion.
Oh
mark.
yeah, dude. He's a gambler though. You know what I mean? Like he gets into that trading.
He should be. He should be.
3.8.
Yeah, I knew it was over 3.
Dude.
I mean, you think about how many
Travis
shoes that dude
Kelce
sells.
can get bent, dude.
Oh yeah, no,
Taylor
Jordan.
Swift needs to be like, Michael Jordan, will you marry me? Come on, T-Swizzle. Power couple. We need it.
Mike Hutchins said Travis Swift is totally an action star superhero name. It kind of is.
It is.
Like Travis Swift would be a great stage name.
That's what I mean. I don't think there's any name that you add Swift to the end of and you're like, oh no. That's like, I'd take it. I'd be like, yeah, dude, let's do this. Let's roll, baby.
John W77 says, at some point, how much money is too much or enough? You know, I don't know, but I'd like to try. I'd like to find out. I mean, because honestly, I think a few million I could probably be pretty content with.
I don't think there's a single billionaire on
and
the
hell,
planet
I
that's like
every morning. I'd still come hang out with you guys.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Hey, guys.
Dude, if I was a billionaire.
You guys would be like, why does Jonathan look homeless all the time? Because he didn't give up, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd be like.
Like, what? What is happening?
There's no amount of, yeah, like, that's just.
Here's an idea. Sean marries Michael Jordan and becomes Sean Jordan. Think of the children you guys would have. They'd be gorgeous. Dude. Gorgeous children.
I could do that.
You know?
I'd make that happen.
I think the problem is that most people who make money like that, they just, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you just keep
no
going.
one who's motivated enough to make money says, oh, I got a few million, let's just relax.
Yeah, they don't go, you know what?
Maybe their kids do that.
That's enough.
But then that's why in like a generation or two.
It's gone. Because in reality, $1 billion, your family would be set for, I mean, you would hope at least set for a couple hundred years.
Imagine being dead, and you can see your great
what's going on,
and you left them $1 billion fucking dollars, and you're like, you
How?
assholes.
How?
Like you'd be so right. You'd be like, God.
2 generations and it's gone.
There's the case to be made, you know. It kind of like, you know what I mean, like the fact that you just get. I mean, it's the age-old conundrum.
All of those kids.
Again, I would have liked to have tried it.
I gotta have 15 houses and all that shit. It's like if you would just have some common sense and be like, you know what I need? I need a house that's big enough for me and my family, and I need to take 1 vacation a year, and I just need to find what I love to do and do it. That'll never happen.
And to tie this in to make it relevant, right? Talking about like guitar prices, like a $3,000. Production Fender, you know, and custom shops starting really realistically, unless you just want nothing in OS, no spec changes, you know, you're talking about 5K at the moment, right? Pretty really, honestly, unless you get used. Like $1 million is just not what it like. There was a time in my life as a kid where I just thought, man, $1 million,
you're set.
But you could have $1 million now and kind of be an idiot.
Oh, easily.
Ruin it pretty quickly.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like
if you bought a Ferrari and a house, you would then be like, okay, how do I pay the taxes on all this?
Well, like I grew up in a very small town, but I can remember in my being old enough to be aware that houses cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like a young teenager, and thinking the $100,000 house was like. I remember the first time I heard about someone spending a $100,000 house in our little town, like $100,000 to build a house or buy a house, and everybody was like, oh, because houses were $40,000. You know what I mean? Like they were $45,000, and now. That's just not the reality.
It's not the same. It's like $400,000.
Yeah,
It's
easily.
unfair, dude.
Chad, tell Elijah you're doing him a favor by not becoming rich. I actually tell him things like that all the time. I'm joking with him, right? But I'm like, son,
I'm gonna tell that to my kids.
thank,
Be like,
thank God I'm making you struggle for these things.
I had an opportunity, but I said I don't want my kids to grow up and be terrible people. So I turned that opportunity down, son, because I love you.
I'm doing it for you.
I'm doing it for you.
It's the old "this hurts me more than it hurts you"
Oh,
speech,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
When you're smacking your kids around. Just kidding. Probably don't.
I
smack
gotta
your kids
live with myself.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right.
Probably better.
Should we get into? I got some. It's darker notes to talk about. Let me.
We're going from bad to worse.
Bad to worse.
Bad to worse, boys.
So everybody, just stick with me for a second. Hang on, I'm closing out of some apps that are using up all my damn battery. Using up all my damn battery. All right. So first thing, I'm gonna talk about this. And then we're going to talk about the next one. This will lighten us out and we'll walk out on this. All right, here we go. So, got a friend up in the mountains. His name's Evan. Wonderful guy. He's in Asheville, North Carolina. We know him from, he actually was a winner of one of the Mustang Micros that we gave away at one point.
That's right.
Well, we go up to the Asheville Guitar Show. He came up, he gave us a bottle of bourbon and some other fun things, and was super sweet and kind, awesome dude, and my sweet, sweet brother-in-arms, Anthony, with Marla Amplification, worked with this gentleman too. It was a crazy coincidence. It was hilarious. It was awesome. We all were like, this is great. Well, Evan called me, and he said that he had some terrible news about a very good friend of his. His friend's name is Brian Steele. He was in a horrible altercation, I guess you would say. He was out playing music or hanging out at a bar, and these two guys.
Name sounds familiar to me.
It
too.
does sound familiar.
I don't know if I know him. You know, I know obviously.
yeah.
We know Evan, and we know. You know, but anyways,
Yes.
go ahead.
Brian was attacked by two men and beaten pretty severely, and he had facial fractures as well as part of his skull had to be removed because of the brain swelling. He was a fantastic guitar player. We've got some videos of that we're going to share later on. JP's got some links that we're going to try and send into the chat. But he has a GoFundMe, and they are only $2,000 away from their goal right now.
Cool.
So he was displaced because of the hurricanes in Asheville down to Florida, and then recently this attack happened.
That's crazy, dude. That's like rough, man.
It was really. Evan said he's one of the sweetest guys that he knows, and I saw some of the videos of him playing guitar, and he is truly a guitar player's guitarist. But it is support Brian Steele's recovery journey. Their goal was $20,000. He has no health insurance or anything like that. He's still in the hospital.
As us guitar players are,
Yes.
you know,
They-
unfortunately,
Yes.
is a common thing.
Yeah, they have some updates on here that you can read through if you'd like. But like I said, they're only $2,000 away from their goal. So if any of you out there are interested in supporting a guitar player in arms,
or even if you can't share it helps
share
a ton.
it. Let
because,
people know. Yeah,
people will see it and they'll do it. But
Yeah.
it's in the. I think JP just put
you got it in there.
Yeah,
Sweet,
yeah. So
dude.
you
I
can
didn't
click on
think it
that
was
link
gonna
as
go.
long as it's there. And
this is
yeah,
why.
that's crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it sounds like it was horrible, and you know,
Was he like loading out?
I'm
from
not
the gig, or
sure.
we're not sure?
I'm not exactly sure what happened. It sounds like he was either playing a gig, playing out, hanging out, something. But they said that these two guys basically they waited for him outside, and whenever he came out, they beat the hell out of him.
Right.
And you know, to the extent that he has horrible brain swelling and things of that nature. So no good there.
I mean, I've been in some, like, I know a lot of you guys play gigs too, but I've been in some pretty rough, like, the spots, especially in big cities where you load out. Like, there's a place we used to play in Chicago, man, that was like, you're in this alley, and every morning, like, when we'd play there, and I'd be, like, loading the van afterwards, like, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
and you're
dude.
like, God.
Yeah.
You know, and Chicago's kind of rough. You
And the people who are hanging around, watching you, checking it out, you know.
Well, some people are alluding to things you might have to help you feel a little safer. Can't have any of that in Chicago. So it was always like, or at least you're not supposed to. And I would never break the rules.
Yeah, man.
But,
Bang!
But man, you think about that stuff. Like people don't think about that for like. But I mean,
No, yeah.
Nashville got a little rough for a while. Like as
Oh,
far
yeah,
as
dude.
like when you're walking back to your car
Yeah.
after those late gigs the early
Yeah.
morning, and people knew right that you had
Yeah.
not only your gear but cash. You
Yeah.
know, so
My,
it's rough.
My uncle's best friend was robbed at knife point in Nashville in a
Yep.
parking garage. And not a musician, just him and his buddy went to Nashville. They'd never been. They wanted to visit. They get out, and they said right as they got
That
out,
happens,
boom.
dude. Happens
And
a lot.
he said it's one of those things where you think you know what you're gonna do. He had a gun and everything. He just froze, and he was like, oh, like because the guy's like right at him with a knife. He's like, he goes to reach for his
Knives
gun.
are dangerous.
Yeah, he
you
was
know?
like, shit, dude.
Dude, you ever seen that video where the guys, it's like, I think it's in South America, and there's all these dudes, like cops or military or something.
Yeah.
They're trying to shoot this dude, and he's just running around stabbing him. Because it's harder to shoot someone than you think, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
And then he's just like, and they're talking about, I think it's a training video where he's talking about why people with knives can be so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
this
especially-
dude's just kind of like, they're missing him, and he's just like, bam, bam. And it's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, well, it's like close
Because they're
quarters.
trying not to shoot each other, too. It's,
Yes.
yeah.
You're talking
But I'm just saying.
close quarters, gun to knife, not a good place
Be
to
aware of your surroundings. And robbing someone is one thing. Beating them to where they have to have part of their skull removed,
Yes.
that's
I don't
brutal.
think there's much of any reason that somebody would deserve that.
So.
At least in my mind.
What are you gonna
something
do?
Pretty vile.
It's rough.
But
yeah, man.
to
No.
say all that, and then to also say, I don't remember if we talked about it in the last couple of weeks, but Joshua Heath Scott with JHS was in
Yeah.
a terrible bike accident.
I keep forgetting that, and then I see his updates. I'm like,
Yes,
oh my God.
it's awful.
It's crazy.
It seems as though he is still in one piece enough to be able to communicate to the world via Instagram.
I saw the other day he said he was going to kind of like lay off on the updates, that he felt like he'd let it, he's obviously healing.
Yeah.
That's got to be hard. I mean, like,
Oh,
being
yeah.
laid up like that. So, and especially if you're a musician, your hands are messed up.
Yes, completely.
It's rough.
And, we hope for his speedy recovery as well. Josh, we love you. I love you. I think you're okay, I saw you once. I didn't, walk up and say hello because everybody's really busy per usual. But I was like, you seem like a good dude. I hate to see somebody laid up, dude. It's not good.
I enjoy the spirit of his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
What are you
but
gonna
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, now into some funner things. Fuzz pedals.
Fuzz pedals, oh my God. I can't talk about it.
You can't
I
talk
don't
about
want
it?
people knowing the
You don't want
secrets.
people knowing the secrets, dude. I think we hold off. I think we should do a video.
I think we buy a bunch of them, and then we do a
talk
video.
Gotcha.
You guys are on the inside. We can talk about it to you guys, because you're on the inside. Our dear friend, who I don't think is in the chat today, is Kevin Wash. You seen Kevin Wash?
I don't think I've seen Kevin. He messaged me last night, but I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. But anyways, our dear friend Kevin Wash is always bringing little treats for us to try out. Pedals and amps and guitars and all kind of stuff, like a lot of you guys do.
Awesome.
But he brought a little stack of pedals, and I happened to take home a couple of them to try out. One was the Brown Amplification Ethane. So the Protein's been a thing for a long time now, right? I got a Protein. I got a Gridador. They're great. The Ethane is like the Protein, but the left side is still the Blues Breaker, but it has this fun little switch, and I'm not exactly sure what it does. But I think it takes it to their normal Blues Breaker thing to like some kind of modified. It seems like it gives it more gain. I don't know. Somebody look it up and correct me. But the right side, instead of being their take on the Nobles ODR1, is now their Gridador, which is their Tube Screamer. And it's really good, man. Those pedals are pretty inspiring. There's something kind of magical about the mid-gain stuff. Like the Protein I've had for a while and loved it. But anyways, that I expected to be really good.
Yeah.
The other pedal, I can be on the table today because we're wearing lav mics.
Woo!
The other pedal was the Way Huge
Way huge.
Javelina.
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 It sounds like it's pretty good. Kevin was like, he thinks it's great, and then you played it, and you were like,
I was like, holy
"Whoa."
crap! And I remember when that came out and not being that interested. I didn't even know what it was supposed to be. It's like Germanium fuzz, but
Yeah.
I should have sent JP. I had videoed a little clip of it the other day. But man, it's super good. It's like, I don't know. It might be cooler than it might be more widely useful than the Swollen Pickle. I'll say that.
We've had fuzz talk,
Plenty of fuzzes.
dude. it's so hard to find the Fuzz. So I'm excited to hear this one. I want to play it too because it seems like it would be right up my alley. But also,
I think it would be right up your alley. It's really, really, really good. Mayor McCheese says, "How's the javelina with a Wawa?" You know what? I don't know because I didn't try it yet. I've only tried it. I haven't put it on my board. I just had it stuck, on its own.
I've been using the Fjord Fuzz, and
Fjord.
It's I forgot, the Fenris is what it is. I think is what it's called. But it's like a super fuzz, and it's like crazy. But
Pretty
this
good.
is like this is supposed to be a
Tone
tone bender. I like those old
And I
school
like tone benders.
tone bender, the super fuzz, the big gnarly ones. That's what I like. That's me though. I love that the old school super fuzzes had that big ass button on it. It's like the big faceplate. It's like bonk.
I know.
The roto delay does look dope. It looks crazy, trippy. It looks dope.
It's fine.
It looks cool.
Whatever.
It looks
Is
cool.
that the Rolly one?
Yes. Yeah.
I was trying to remember. We were talking about it in one of our chats with our pal that makes Tontuga effects pedals. There was a company, was it Amp Tweaker, that used to have all the rollers on their
I think
pedals?
so. You had mentioned that. I was like, I don't know though.
I
That's
don't
probably
feel like
before
they
my
ever caught
time.
on, man. They were kind of cool, but I don't feel like they ever caught on. But they had them.
You know
had 'em
how
in there.
stuff like that is, where I feel like it comes and it goes, but like you see it at some point somebody gets it right, or at least gets it to where everybody accepts it into the market. And I feel like this Jack White pedal might be the time, and then we're going to see roller pedals go way up.
By the way,
Woo!
an epoxy telly body
Look at that.
from Homegrown Sun.
I'm building a baritone telly
nice.
right now.
Mary She says, Johnny's trying to avoid me sending a pickle rant after this. Listen, I welcome all pickle rants. The other day, I was at my dad's, and there was a giant outdoor sink full of cucumbers. And I think I took a picture so that we can make a swollen pickle memes later. But I don't remember if I saved it or not. But,
Johnny's all about that pickle.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can see it.
Jonathan said, did you know?
Pickle. Mary, she says, I love the swollen pickle. It's the only fuzz that works in my setup. Super microphonic pickups. Died Marshall and Vox Y. Yeah, I mean, for sure. The pickle is awesome. I wouldn't lose the pickle for the javelina, but I sure would like to add the javelina to my way. I'm just going to end up with all way huge, which Kevin Walsh was talking about doing an all way huge, like Mike Campbell themed pedal board. And I was like, okay. With like the compressor and everything, like the saffron squeeze, their compressor, and the blue hippo for the core stuff, and the camel toe. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Lots of random off-topic questions today. Hey, would it be a live stream?
Pickle me this. Could be a series. It could be. I think
People are trying to rip
that
Rob
is-
off for his roof.
we should do Pickle Me This, and that's our fuzz series.
No.
And we just go into different fuzz pedals.
I mean, God knows there's plenty of fuzzes out there.
We did some sloppy slide talk. I'm excited. I think we should do it's a series of videos where and it's just based in like some dumb phrase like pickle me this, and we just go down the fuzz train.
Pickle me this.
And we continue anytime there's a new addition. We just go pickle me this, pickle me that.
Pickle me. This reminds me of those the old Batman things.
Pickle this, part 3. Pickle Geddon. Pickle Rick.
Pickle Geddon. Yeah, our sloppy slide. I'm excited about our sloppy slide.
I'm excited
video.
just to be doing fun stuff.
I
Dude.
feel like fuzz pedals are sort of like IPAs.
Oh yeah.
People have gone crazy. How shitty tasting can we make this IPA? And people still buy it. And then that's the picture I'm
He
doing.
just got this picture of cucumbers like out. Like it feels derogatory. It's like if I had a picture of
Hey,
breast
right
on
there.
my phone just out.
Took
You
it out of my
know?
own father's field. Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's just like, whoa, what the hell?
But I feel like we
So
should get a
enticing.
ridiculous fuzz pedal
Yep.
and a ridiculous IPA. And we should drink them.
Pickle
and
me
play.
this, dude. And
We should play
yes.
them and drink disgusting IPAs and play disgusting fuzzes.
That is
And
what
be
we
like,
do.
Hell yeah.
And it's the
Doesn't that sound
IPA.
fun?
It's the IPA that matches that fuzz pedal for that episode.
Does it not sound fun?
That sounds like a great time.
There
Pickle
could be
me
cigars.
this. Dude, we're going to do it.
There
We'll go
could
down to
be
the
cigars.
Growler because they got that whole damn beer room. We'll pick out the right one. The Javelina is going to be first. We got to go down to the Growler and find some beer. JP, we'll find you some NA, baby.
Chris Thomas says, does the pedal
Yeah.
sound better after soaking an IPA? Yes. All your pedals sound better after you spill the first beer on them.
It has to.
I would say most of my live pedal. I remember having this discussion where I sent a pedal back to Mike to get fixed. Mike is Tontuga Effects. And he was like, why are they so... And this was actually right before Sean started playing. They were like, God,
like,
that's
oh, man,
disgusting.
yeah,
Why are
how
they so
do you do
disgusting?
that?
And I'm like, I don't do it. It just happens.
Then
right?
I played 3 gigs, and I was
you're
like, oh.
Oh, God. I mean, because, now mine aren't certain IPA because I can't drink IPA and sing. It's like it coats your
dude.
throat. And
Well,
hoppiness,
it's such a heavy thing, too. Like, how do you, like,
Yeah, and I have to
sing
drink
and feel good? Because you feel it here.
PBR, like something,
Like-
Coors Light or something. I know. Don't judge me. That's just for playing. That's when you're on the job. It's like having a water up there. Ooh, a Keeley Octafuzz.
Octafuzz.
That's cool.
We have between us a ton of fuzzes that we could do. We could do a fuzz video a week for probably 4 years.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's the thing when people send us funny pedals to try, like people, because you guys do, because you're awesome. Just send us ridiculous fuzzes. Like the more ridiculous, the better. The shittier sounding.
If you want us to do pickle me this videos, fuzz videos is what we're talking about. Fuzzy pickle videos. I think we could do one a week. We can commit to that and just drink an IPA. I mean, is that hard?
I'm gonna take one of these cucumbers, and I'm gonna put it. Like,
where? No, Jonathan.
I'm gonna put it out and let it get moldy and fuzzy, like the fuzzy.
Oh,
kind of
and
mold. And that's gonna be our mascot. Then we're gonna put it in a jar, and every time we're gonna hold up the fuzz pickle. If you can't dream, you can't have a dream.
What's the point of working at a place with a bunch of dumb dudes where you can't do shit like that?
Have a dream.
I mean, that's a dream right there.
And anytime you start with a bunch of dudes, the conversation, I'm gonna take a cucumber. No, yeah, I can see where the panic was.
Homegrown Son said, "I will find you a fuzz. Do we make it a challenge based on price? so we have cheap pickles and fancy pickles?
I think we make a scale.
Cheap
all the way to fancy, and then we need some in between.
And we gotta have the brand names. It's like Kosher Dill.
Or maybe we'll talk about like where it falls in the fancy pickle scale. Like a 0 is a cheap pickle.
I'm making us a chart, dude. I can go to Staples. I would love to print out a chart that we have a big arrow, and you get to move the arrow.
Man, I will never leave you guys alone again. Todd Roy, what's up? Ooh, a jalapeno pickle. I mean, there's all sorts of options.
Jalapeno
pickle. Pickled okra.
Okay, you guys. Here's what I think you do. If we're gonna do this, and you send us in fuzz pedals to do for pickle talk, right? For pickle videos, you got to put on there what you would quote it as being. What kind of pickle is it?
Yeah,
you know?
And then we'll all vote on it.
In there, and we'll say, is that worthy? You know.
It's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
And we're not drunk right now, so we'll probably remember this. This is the kind of conversation we would have and be like, what if we
did? And then we'd forget.
And then forget. So that's kind of good.
But it's like sloppy slide talk. I felt good about sloppy slide talk.
The Phil Button said, this pickle talk is getting the mayor too excited. He does get excited over the pickle.
He does like the pickle. I'll spray a cucumber with penicillium and citrus. Can you put a dill fuzz, kosher fuzz?
Yeah.
Use the red hot pepper scale.
The bread and butter. Somebody said bread and butter. We got it all. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna have fun.
I'm pretty excited about this.
I mean, we'll make a short list, and I'll bring in some fuzzes, and we just start there, and then you guys start sending them in.
The funny thing is, like, I do have a lot of dirt pedals. I don't keep fuzzes. Like, I've got literally the only fuzzes I have at my house are the Savage Fuzz that Mike makes. I don't even really think of that as a fuzz. It's more a distortion. I got the Swollen Pickle, obviously.
Dude,
really, and I got the Fuse, that Fuse thing by Petty John. That's cool.
I hold on to fuzz pedals.
You're more of like a fuzz connoisseur.
Once I have it, I'm like, well, I can't really get rid of it, you know. But also, I don't have many fancy fuzzes.
Like how many of you guys? Let's take a little vote here, a little informal poll in the comments. How many of you folks use a fuzz more than half the time when you're sitting around playing?
And then I think as well, how many times have you bought a fuzz pedal and you put it on your board and you used it a couple of times,
or never touch it,
and then you're like, oh, that's it.
I don't even use the pickle that much. I mean, I love it on my board, but it just, I mean, like for stuff I do, it doesn't work all the time. Like it's just not the sound I want. But when you want it, it's amazing.
When you want it, yes.
You know, and like then there's guys who send me to use Fuzz all the time. Like our friend Zach person. He's pretty like
dude. He's a Fuzz, yeah.
His bass tone is sort of like Fuzz.
Yeah.
And that always intrigues me, but I never seem to make it work for myself.
And I do think it is such a
It's a playing style thing,
it's
right?
that voice in your hands kind of thing. Because it's like, you know, like especially you talk about somebody like Zach. I feel like his playing lends itself to that.
That's what I'm saying.
To where your playing lends itself to.
He's good.
Well, your playing lends itself to more clarity. You know.
Right.
Like I can't. It's like when we talk about the basement and stuff like that, all the tweet stuff.
Yeah.
I struggle to use amps like that because there's nothing to hide behind. To where you shine without anything to hide behind.
Sometimes.
I think consistently.
I appreciate you saying such a thing.
Consistently.
Chad B says, I asked the boys at Righteous Guitars. Very cool shop, by the way. To build me a pedal board. They did. I've never used it, but it's only been a couple of years. That's why you and Baxter are such good friends.
That's right. Yeah.
Baxter's had multiple pedal boards built for him here by like either Sean or like that we've literally bought off people and said, this would be a good board for you, Baxter. And I don't know if any of them have ever been plugged in.
He told me, he's like, build me a pedal board. This is going to be so cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put everything on there that I'm like, this is a Baxter board.
Everything that Baxter will love.
He would want to use. We literally set it in the corner, and I took a pedal off of it for a video. That's all the amount of touching.
Well, eventually they just sit there and stare at us, and then they start to get cannibalized. You know,
Yes.
We're like, oh yeah, what if we
It's
just
like,
sparred
please.
this? Greg McFadden says there's 3 different fuzz pedals on my board, and I mostly play acoustic. What? So now I want to know what 3 fuzz pedals are.
What do you? Yes.
What you got?
What is it that you feel like you needed to have?
Todd Roy says Baxter has a Bloomfield drive, no pedals needed. I mean, that is true. But funny that Jonathan has a fuzzy face and no fuzz face. Sean has a clean face and has a fuzz face. You know, I've never been a fuzz face user, but I think I could be. I just never have been. I will say this, and I hate to even say it.
Do it.
But I've been like just, I have been trying to play more with no pedals at home, you know? And like, man, there is something delightful and different about it. I'm not convinced yet that it's practical in every scenario, because I have to get like my Twilighter is all amazing with no pedals, just the reverb from the amp and it cranked, but it's got to be like halfway up and it's loud, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's loud, but it's like glorious, but I don't know.
Yeah. Amps and volume, dude. That
I know.
I was playing the other night and I had to keep turning down, and I was like, damn it, dude. Like,
and you get to that point where it's like you just feel so sort of castrated.
It was like I'm on 2.5, and I'm like,
well, because you really
I can't even hear it.
Does not.
I'm like,
it does
damn
not react the same. It doesn't feel the same.
No.
You feel like you got to hit that note and you play different.
It's like playing into plastic.
I told you about the British dude who came down and basically berated me, like at Scott's gig. Did I tell you this story?
No.
We're playing at this little place called the 1901 Lounge.
Yeah.
This has been weeks and weeks.
Oh,
and weeks
I
ago.
remember now.
And it was like there's a guy, a good friend of ours, who's an older gentleman named Scott Grote. Cool guy. And he calls his project the Mystery Tour because he always has different musicians show up every time. I mean, there's no rehearsal or anything. You just show up and you jam, and it's cool, you know. But and I used to play with him a lot, and I had not played in a while. And it was, you know, we're packed into this tiny little space, and it's, you know, Scott on guitar, I'm playing guitar, our buddy Jack is playing some guitar, mostly bass, got a drummer, my friend John Martin's playing percussion, because like Scott's like the more the merrier kind of thing. We got an extra mic and an extra guitar and amp set up for people to sit in, but it's cool, it's whatever. And I'm playing a 12-watt amp, and I start out at a moderate-ish volume, and then they're like, turn down. The acoustic guitar is blaring. But you know, and I'm like, whatever. And so I keep getting turned down, and it's fine. And by the end, I'm just like, I don't know if anyone can hear me. Yeah. So we end the night.
But you reach a place of also not caring.
You're
where
just
you're
like, whatever.
Fine.
So end of the night, a rousing, very original rendition of Mary Jane's Last Dance. That's what one does. It wasn't my gig. I was just there. And at the end, I'm just playing. You know, they're letting me go. I'm soloing. And at the end, this guy, this angry dude in like, you know, khaki pants and his little fancy shirt with his sleeves rolled up, comes walking down there. And he's like, mate, it looked like it sounded great, but we couldn't fucking hear you. Like, don't be a like basically told me not to be a slack ass and to show up in time to do a sound check. And I was like, I did show up in time to do a sound check. The venue and the person I'm playing for kept turning me down. So I'm sorry you couldn't hear. I was like,
here's what I want to let people out there know. And I'm thinking about this with this. Love Scott to death. Scott, if you see this, you know that I love you. And we've had this conversation
I love
before.
Scott. I love Scott. Scott is awesome.
I think
This wasn't totally Scott's fault. Either.
There's a disconnect. Because whenever I hear, as a sound guy, this is sound guy brain cutting on.
We need Tom.
When I hear a damn acoustic guitar blasting and beating on somebody's head, dude, it drives me insane.
Well, you want to hear it, right?
I
Like when
want-
you're the guy playing it. I'm talking about when you're a guy playing.
Yes.
And you don't realize that you put that thing way up here and everything else
So
is like that. You hear that a lot
So
in live
loud.
bands being led by acoustic guitar.
So,
And
because here's in my brain,
Yep.
whenever you go and you see, like you saw the Red Clay Strays, you go and see people live, the acoustic guitar is blended into the mix, and it's actually
So
something
well.
that will, in big moments where things get louder, it almost disappears, but it doesn't because it's reinforcing
but if it
rhythm.
wasn't there, you would know.
Exactly.
And then when things drop out, it's like, oh.
There it
yeah,
is, and
yeah,
it was
that's
there
amazing.
the whole time.
It's amazing.
That is how it should be blended in with guitars, with drums, with everything else. Is that it is not screaming because everybody needs a pointer finger to tell them where they're at in the song. It is just there. Everybody is there with it.
The mayor says PA systems have kind of ruined the sound. Nobody respects the sound for the amps anymore. Are you trying to make me get on my soapbox? No. All right. Greg says I play about half my gig I play acoustic and the other half electric. JHS Calhoun. That's a cool.
When we had one in at one point that was the hand painted version that Mike Campbell signed in the back, right?
It kept ending up in my backpack, and then
Weird.
wow, crazy, and then I'd put it back out. So that's a cool one. The Mike Campbell dual pedal. Yeah, that's it. So the Keeley Monterey. Oh, okay. And then the Mythos Hephaestus. Really love the Hephaestus. I actually have two of those. Very cool. That's awesome.
Very nice.
Good choices.
Mythos guys, they're cool.
As a sound guy, acoustic players are self-conscious. They're quieter than electric players. I'm gonna say that probably is true on the whole,
I think it is, and
but not in this scenario.
well,
Not in our specific
I
scenario.
think there are a lot of it's a self-consciousness.
some guys are bangers,
and they like what I love is you play with Robbie Cummins.
Yes, and he's an amazing acoustic
He
player.
is an
His you want to,
and but the thing is too is he never once is like it's got to be louder. He's like I trust you.
Yeah. Now he's particular about it in his
Yes, in his monitor he wants to. And listen,
But-
in a monitor,
Right.
completely.
And
I get that.
like his crazy loud because he is truly
Yes.
leading the thing.
But anytime I've seen y'all play live and heard it, you know what I
yeah,
hear?
no, you hear it
I
like
hear
that.
you.
Yeah,
I
that's
hear
true.
him. I hear everything is just balanced, baby. Balance. That's what I'm looking for.
Balance. No,
Chad B said, which Red Clay Stray CDs should he get? Sorry. I was like, jump.
all of them. The newest one with Nobody Else Like Me and like I'm Still Fine and all that stuff. That's probably. I'll tell you the name of it. I'm Still Fine. Such a good flipping band.
Did you see that Charlie Crockett and Gavin Adcock are at each other's throats?
I don't even really know who, like the Gavin Adcock guy's just been popping up on my jump.
Made by These Moments is the name of the album.
I think that's the one. Yep.
He just wants to be loved.
That Disaster song and Drowning are such good songs. But let's see, the Moment of Truth album is really good too.
I think all their stuff's pretty good. They're consistent. It's like Jason Isbell or Sturgill or Tyler Childers. They're very consistent.
But if you just want to get one, do the Made by These Moments. It's
Mayor
good. And I think they have a new
McCheese.
one coming out.
Mayor McCheese said it perfect. Who the flip is Gavin Adcock? He doesn't matter, okay?
I saw a video last night of a dude going to tackle him on stage.
Good.
Well, the hilarious part, one security guard is up there and he grabs the dude and he obviously knows like jiu-jitsu and takes the dude's back and just like choking him out and it's kind of funny. And there's these other two guys and they can't get up on the stage. And the other guy has to give him a little boost from the rear end. and it was pretty funny.
Caboose.
And I was like, well, if you're a security guard, you should probably be able to jump onto the stage.
You should.
Um,
The idea
He was
is
a hoss now.
security.
To be fair,
Now,
he was a hoss.
the Gavin Adcock guy. I'll fill everybody in as briefly.
Fill us in, Sean.
Okay, so
Tell us, old men, what's happening today.
Charlie Crockett was on a podcast or something. He was talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, well, why aren't you played on mainstream radio and all this shit?" And he said, "It's because the radio stations don't want me. They don't want real country music. They want bullshit. They want bro country."
Does he talk about that?
Yes, he does. He goes into it, and then Gavin Adcock's ass comes out of the fucking ether of who gives a shit, and he's like, "Man, that's bullshit. You're a fucking two-time and dumb piece of shit," something like that along those lines, and like calls
To
him
Charlie
out.
Crockett. Oh, so the first
To
voice was Charlie Crockett.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you now.
He goes off, and he's like, you ain't shit and everything, and he's like, apparently there was something with the venue, and Charlie Crockett was gonna play it or had played it or something like that. And Gavin Adcock did a video where Charlie Crockett apparently, because Gavin Adcock talks shit about Charlie Crockett, like on it. Well then, out of nowhere, Charlie Crockett sends that bitch fucking like 3 dozen flowers and his latest album on vinyl
I mean,
to the venue, to the motherfucker.
That's kind of funny.
It was pretty funny.
I feel like maybe they're pals and they're just like, let's make controversy
I'm
so
like,
we can
are they
like
riffing
also
it?
more.
Are they riffing it?
You
Because
know.
Gavin Adcock looks like he's playing dress up as Waylon Jennings, to where Charlie Crockett has like been a musician for 10 to 15 years, and it's like, hey, he's
I
had
don't
a
know
whole
much
journey.
about either of those dudes, so.
I like Charlie Crockett. Gavin Adcock.
I mean, all these things about who's listening to the radio are pretty good comments.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I don't know who's doing that. Someone.
We're talking specifically country radio, which is, I think, probably the last holdout where people are like, but I'm on QDR.
It probably is. But I mean, there's not much, I mean, it's so much pop,
yeah.
the Morgan Wallen, and
Well,
I guess
to
it's a
me,
country.
yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
it's the bullshit. I'm like, who the hell cares
The stuff that
about,
I'm just like, ugh.
pop country? Like, to me, anybody who gives a damn, it's like, what are you listening to? You're listening to Snipe Hunter, you're listening to Red Clay Strays.
I think the Red Clay Strays are a great example because suddenly
Terrific.
they're kind of everywhere.
Yes.
But I mean, radio didn't do that
no.
for them.
Hell
you know
no.
what I mean? Like,
Well, and it's the same
just being
thing.
out. Sean said, if your music is good, put it on Spotify, go on tour, sell your records and T-shirts. I mean, that's kind of,
Exactly.
um,
Well, and that's where I see guys like, Tyler Childers, Charlie Crockett, Ray Clay Strays, Sturgill, all the artists that I think you and I have, bonded over the last 5 to 10 years have been those artists. Like, we never talk about Morgan Wallen unless it's controversy.
God, no.
Because it's like garbage, dude.
Ugh.
Like,
Ugh.
it sounds like whenever people
unless he's,
come
like,
up to
throwing
me.
a chair off the roof again
Yeah.
in Nashville or something.
Well, and they go
something
like, "Have you heard Cover Me Up? It's so great." I'm like, "Yeah, I did hear it."
when it came out in Jason Isbell's record. Yeah, we did.
Like, I don't know. I don't need to hear some jackass cover it anymore. Like, we got a real guy.
It's really funny. I just don't understand it. But like in that concert, man, the guy from Red Clay Strays, Brandon or whatever his name is, said he's like, people keep telling us we're country. He's like, but I kind of consider us more rock and roll, and they are more like that
Totally.
old school
Yes.
kind of rock and roll.
Absolutely.
They're more gospel,
Yes.
and there's more like R&B things almost than like real like old school R&B.
Well,
It's just good.
And I think the reason why people keep putting bands like that, or even the new Tyler Childers record, is not really like country. Like, it has a southern twang to it, but it is not country.
Well, I think we call anything now that's got any kind of Americana, like rootsy thing, country, and that's not really.
Well, and I was going to
necessarily
say,
true.
I think people pigeonhole it because it is what people wish and aspire country music to be more at the core of.
Right.
And the issue is I think if you're talking about big country hits, that's not it. You
Well-
know? There's always been that divide, though.
You could almost make an argument. Like to me, the most country thing out that's kind of cool is the Zach Top guy.
Yes. Yeah. I'd agree with that.
It's like country music froze at Alan Jackson, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, let's do that."
Yeah.
And I'm kind of fine with that.
I am too. There's don't get me wrong, there's some good artists in the last 25 years, but
and that's like commercial Nashville country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Brent Mason kind of style guitar, and like that's that.
Well, there's like a level of. I was listening to Neon Moon the other night. Me and Skyler were going for a drive, and that is like a bona fide good song. You know what I mean? Top to back, the way that it's played, the instrumentation, the lyrical content, the songwriting, everything. To me, shit like that is like, that's where it was. And Alan Jackson and all those dudes that came up in that class. And then you get into like Brad Paisley's, Keith Urban's. I'd put Dierks Bentley in that same vein, you know, guys in that realm.
Yeah.
That, you know, there was a moment of that. But then it seems like Bro Country took over and it kind of hustled in with Jason Aldean and we went down a path.
Well, even Brad Paisley and Keith Urban kind of existed in the midst of that Bro Country thing and were like kind of their own thing. Keith Urban probably went more towards the Bro Country than like, you know, because he's got that kind of like soul thing.
Well, he spun into like pop almost completely.
Yeah, you know? But then you can tell Brad Paisley really respects like country music as an art form and the history of it. And he's got that kind of like comic thing in his songs, and I think most good country music has.
Well, it's like Hank Williams Jr.
Plays as
you know, like Hank Williams Jr. had a lot of humor in his songs, or like, you know, we talked about that David Allan Coe song where it's like she got run over by a damned old train. You know, it's like
Mighty Woodrow says check out Whitey Morgan the 78s. Yeah, they're killer.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Bad News. That's a great song. Gordon Bad News. Yeah, all that stuff is good. Sierra Farrell was borderline and then went full force country, and I said, that's cool. I mean, there's for sure good country. There's good everything out there. It's just a bunch of weird stuff.
There's
that makes a lot of noise that you gotta weed through.
Yeah, when I think that there's like this holdout of what the industry was. Like I forgot who it was. There was somebody on. My grandma watch it. They still have like Dish Network, right? Like they still have like the actual satellite TV box and all that shit. Well, she was watching like the Kelly Clarkson show, and I forgot who the artist was. I've never heard of him. I've never seen him before, but it was not good. Like I was like, this is horrible.
Well, there's all these country artists now that I have no idea who they are. And they're supposedly famous and on radio and going on tours, and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, even, but, I mean, but you listen to the songs, and it's like, this
well, they're all the same. I mean, CMA, you know, and like that whole thing has done that forever. Like, they'll prop up these artists that are like, they're famous. They're going on tour. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. Someone was saying, where was it? Oh, Lucas Nelson is awesome. I like old Lucas Nelson. And I don't really know that I'd call most of his stuff country. Some of it, you know, but he's just good music. It's just good stuff. I was going to say, someone said, what did Sean Brooks say? Where did it go?
Yeah, I feel like his comments keep getting deleted.
Oh, there it says. It says, when people say real country, they mean working class, poor people music, not singing about your $80,000 truck. There's a really good point there, because it's a fine line between like observing sort of how it is in rural places or like that kind of stuff and singing about your $80,000 truck. There's an old Brooks and Dunn song called Hillbilly Deluxe.
Yeah.
You ever heard that song?
I have.
First off, it's hilarious because it's like over the top. But if you've ever been a teenager, or like young 20s in like a small rural town, people getting off work and the way it describes it, and like blasting letters, like you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Like you know, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's good.
It is, and it is
in a funny way.
You know where I think bro country kind of like started at? You might hate this. I think it started with Big and Rich. And I think because they had that, you know, that whatever that is, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
Right.
And that I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying that's where it started.
I know it's my favorite song. I played it a billion
I'm sure
times.
You did.
Jesus. You know, Big and Rich are that thing in Nashville where it's like, here's what people will buy like right now, and they do it, and they just don't care about, like, will anyone care about this in 5 years? How will this age? Like, am I making a statement? It's throwaway, consumable music, and the problem is that is what, like, country music, like the Nashville machine is overrun with. And there's all these, like, you know, independent pockets outside. There always will be, right? Yeah. But they have, like, concentrated it down so much to that.
Yes.
That it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
And there's 29 songwriters on every song.
Yeah.
And there's a drum loop that it starts with, and that's fine.
Well,
you know, and then there's a riff like that, and it's like, yeah, but you're right in a lot of ways, you know.
Well, it's like you look at, like, at what point was Waylon Jennings, George Jones, Johnny Cash, and I'm talking like we get into the 70s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At what point were they riding high in that same way where it wasn't this kind of counterculture thing? Because I view Waylon Jennings as counterculture. I view George Jones as more of the pop-centric side.
To me, like Merle Haggard is more like mainstream, and
Yes.
then like Waylon is more like a little bit of the outlaw Texas. You know, like so. I don't know. I mean, like somebody says, Todd Roy says, was Steve Earle country? I mean, some of his songs out here is country, right? But that's like saying, is Whiskey Myers country? Kind of.
Sort of, but they got this rock twist to it, but it's also this Americana thing.
And there's always been this thing, like when Alabama came out.
Yeah.
They're not country, they're Southern rock. But I mean, they're not. like we think of that as really hardcore country right now.
Yeah.
But you didn't when they came out. Garth Brooks was a huge thing when he came out. Like, oh, it's so poppin', it's so bro country. It is not bro country because that wasn't the word yet. But like rock, you know. And same thing with Travis Tritt. So it's a funny thing. But I do feel like like I said, they kind of distilled it so much into the.
Yeah.
Like those guys at least were still kind of artists, I think. They had a theme.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe it's just we're biased because I like the kind of rock edge that they had.
Yeah.
And I don't so much love the
it
edge
was
of like
way more
the stuff that's not
interesting.
out.
Like I'd much rather hear Travis Tritt because I do feel like there was something genuine about it. Like I feel like he actually gave a shit, and he was doing that because that's who he was, you know. To where now I feel like they're kind of like, oh, well, just do this, and people will like it. That's what it feels more like. But I'm sure it might have been the same back then.
Todd Roy says Steve Earle's just outside of country. I kind of feel like he is just outside because he's more like that kind of songwriter, like almost like gothic, like American gothic, Southern. You know, like when you think about even Copperhead Road. You know what I mean? It's like
Copperhead Road.
you know. I know we've sort of ruined that with line dancing, but
There's a lot of songs
whatever.
like that though that have been soiled. You know.
Sean Brooks says, is fanfare still a thing? It is, but it's now called CMA Fest. The worst week of Nashville. If you're
It's
if you're
apparently
a
hell.
musician in Nashville and you're not playing for an artist in CMA Fest, your only goal is to be on the road that week. Because you're like, this sucks. And there's a handful of weeks like that, at least in my experience in Nashville, where you're just like, I do not want to have to go downtown and play in the normal old bar. Now, if you're on one of the big stages, like you're playing for somebody, cool. But,
Listen.
you know, and if you're playing for somebody at CMA Fest, they're all union gigs, and it's kind of a hassle. But whatever.
I don't I think we were there at CMA Fest. Didn't we go? And it was going on.
We
It was
might have
like
caught,
the tail end.
end.
Yeah. And I was like, this looks not good. Not good, Johnny. Not a fan. You know what
The
Travis
Smart Brain
Tritt
says,
did?
Travis Tritt helped me on. I tell you what, that I'm gonna be somebody. That song, that's a great song.
That's a great song. Here's a Quarter is a great song.
Here's a Quarter is a great
I
song.
fucking love that song.
Two great guitar solos in that song. Two
Dude.
great guitar players. But if you think about the I'm gonna be somebody someday, and then do a medley of that. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Because they're the same story. They're the same song. You know what I mean? Like they really are. And they're essentially the same chord progression.
Yeah.
Add that to your live gig. You're welcome.
There you go.
Have it for
Ned's
free.
going to use that one.
On me, guys.
I don't think we haven't seen Ned in the comments, have we?
He's been around. I thought.
He's been around.
Has
Ned,
he?
you there? I
Ned,
don't
are
think
you
I've
alive?
seen Ned.
Proof of life, Ned. Where are you?
Right now, damn it.
It's gonna pop up. Screw you guys.
Going to CMA Fest as a fan was a great time. Hotels were uber expensive.
I'm sure it is a great time as a fan. And listen, it's a pretty great time playing. It's just getting there with your shit. And then the problem is there's all that free music out on the street, so your tips are like abysmal during CMA Fest.
What the hell,
Whoa!
Tom?
Whoa!
What the hell? Tom, you can't do that.
Tom is saying your big day in your new life. He's saying what you do is you take that $100 and you run away and have a new life.
Go to
And
Mexico?
You save yourself.
Dude. I wanted to put so much country, like outlaw country. Like I had Johnny Paycheck on our wedding
yeah.
playlist. I just to like talk about that.
Take this job and shove it.
I'm gonna do that a little heart. Look at that. Thanks, Tom.
Here's the sad thing.
You're all right, Tom.
Which
Thank you
one of
very
us sad bastards is going to go next door and open the shop?
I mean, I guess I can go
Like
do
we were
that.
late one day already this week, so we got to go open it.
Let me.
I don't
text-
mind going.
I'm gonna
If you're
text
happy
the
to
old
go.
man. Let me see. The old man might be over there.
He said it was going to be like 11:30. Alex says just give the $100 to her and get used to that. I mean, it's not a bad
Usually
idea.
he'll message in, but Sad bastards.
That should be our new band name. The Sad Bastards.
Those sad bastards. Yep, I'm getting married. I will have one more live stream next Wednesday. Maybe we'll make it like the wedding spectacular. Maybe I bring Skylar in and we sit down and like all three of us can sit here and bullshit. Well, we can't go. I can't see your dress yet, but we can definitely, we can get close to it.
We could get close.
Just wear a bow tie.
Would you guys want to see us come in and answer your burning, desiring questions about how she puts up with my goofy ass? Let us know.
We could have a spouses live stream where we bring Skylar and Christy,
You want to do that?
and we just sit there on the couch.
That could be kind of fun. I would do that. Next Wednesday?
Two separate cans.
Could you
'Cause
bring...
you were the newest almost married person. I believe I am the longest married.
I think so, yeah.
What you
Definitely. Yeah, no, you are.
contrary to popular,
You are. That's...
I am. Oddly enough.
Jonathan's marriage is only 6 years younger than me. Am I correct in that? 27? 21 years?
We were married 22 years.
22 years?
22 years.
5 years younger than I am. I was in kindergarten.
Sean was 5. I was doing it, tying that knot.
Think about it. I think JP was talking about a camera and mic over there. It would be kind of cool if we did Q&A style, and then we read your comments and go back and forth, and they kind of roast us and give us like some damn running questions, some running guns. We
It
got
would
the
be pretty
camera
funny.
switcher.
It would be pretty funny.
I
we
think
should
that'd
do
be
it.
pretty
I
great.
think we should do
You
it.
think you can get her in next Wednesday?
Let's see. What's the day next Wednesday? As long as there's that we've been having like all sorts of crazy dental appointments and things because
Yes.
my children's teeth have decided to implode.
Jonathan's got like
but I think so.
a
I think so.
million dental things going on.
Jesus, everyone, my whole family. Apparently, we're not good. I don't know. No, yeah, it's good. Man, we got all sorts
Thank
of
you,
people being married
Thank you,
forever. Everyone is awesome. But yeah,
First
all right.
marriages are always something special.
That's right. That's right. I've just been waiting for the right opportunity.
Dude, Tom's
get
been
it.
married for 35 years.
Hello.
Taylor,
It's
Tim, we're live.
in on the live stream.
We're live.
We're live. One of us was actually about to run over
Next
to
door.
the shop.
We're gonna do it.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
You good? Yeah, we're gonna take that, and then, do you?
Don't say anything on YouTube.
I'm not gonna say
Oh.
anything. Yeah, I'm good at this.
Top secret things.
This thing back here in the middle, and then another thing. But I was gonna actually talk to JP, and I need to talk to you. We'll plot it out.
All right, you ready?
What? Yes. Can I get in there early that day?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We'll be there from 12 onwards.
Magic. I'll come by at 12. Me and JP can maybe run that over if he'll be kicking around.
Do you want to take that thing?
Yeah.
That thing? Perfect.
Yeah, I'll do it then, and then can you just keep him out of here that day, and we'll get it all. Yeah, I was gonna say, you got that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Magic.
What is happening?
Bye.
Love you too.
Bye. What is happening?
Top secret craziness.
Sean, did she propose to you with a guitar? That's what the people want to know.
She did not propose to me
And you
with
said
a guitar.
yes anyways? Man. Anniversary guitars are good.
Is Baxter over there to open
No, he's not.
Johnny's going to run over, I guess.
I can.
I'm going to run.
You want to stay?
You talk to the people.
You want to talk?
It
Let's
doesn't
see.
matter. I don't care.
We'll just riff and get the stuff dialed in for next week on here real quick. Just couples dress up a little bit. We'll have some fun.
We'll see what happens. All right.
I think we give it a shot. I think
I
we're
love
ready.
you all.
I think we're about ready to end. Unless you got any burning questions, I'll give you 5 minutes. What you got?
5
Shoot it our
minutes.
way. Maybe JP want to hop on camera?
Come on, JP.
You can get in here if
Come
you
on,
want.
JP. I'll see you
There
guys
ain't nothing
next
to be
week.
scared about.
I love you all.
Okay,
back.
they're saying love you too, big guy. That's what they said.
Of course they did.
Todd, you want to be in here? You don't have to if you don't want to. You want to do it?
First second.
JP's first live.
First time on camera.
First
I've
time
never been
on camera? You've never been on camera? This is JP. This is a very good friend of mine.
How does this work?
Chad B said JP. This is JP.
This is me.
He's a drummer. He was the first drummer in the Vielo Nuevo, and he did great. You were the best drummer, in my opinion.
This is
Best
live.
drummer
You
we
can't
ever
say
had.
that.
Yeah, I can. What's Richard gonna call me and be mad? Fuck him. Yeah, dude. So it's good. JP's helping us out. Hey, a drummer? I'm a drummer. Todd Roy, drummer.
There's a kit right there.
There is a kit back there. We'll get some kit shots at some point. It's gonna be cool. But yeah,
Cool.
JP's been helping out and helping us get all this stuff looking prettier and better and more gooder, and it's been fun. Do you have a acoustic ready for inspiration? Oh. Would you like to join my band? We're kind of like Man or Astro Man meets American football.
I love American football.
I was gonna say JP is also another. Sean Brooks is one of the few emo old head kind of guys.
What do you think about
like
this
us.
shirt?
Look at that.
It's a Counterpart shirt.
You like that?
You like
Sean Brooks probably knows.
You like Counterparts?
What you think about that?
Kyle Brownlee, drummer's insane.
Are you bringing a guitar on your honeymoon? I'm sure. We're doing a road trip honeymoon. Planned on being music teacher.
It's a shirt. That is a shirt.
But yeah, no, this is JP.
Hello.
Casino is going to sell drums now? No. JP wants us to. He's like, come on, just do it. He's got a good mustache though. Look at that. He kind of has like a goblin-like look to him.
A goblin-like.
He's all about goblin. You know what I mean?
I love goblins. They're
Goblin.
misunderstood creatures. They're not evil. They're mischievous.
Mischievous, baby. They just don't know what they're doing. But yeah, Slingerland has full kits now.
I did not see that.
You like that?
Start small. I'm trying to get Baxter to carry drumhead so I don't have to drive to Raleigh.
I think we can make that happen. We gotta look. It's weird. If you Zildjian, other people,
Zildjian doesn't make drumheads, but yeah.
other people. I've met the people from Ludwig at a gig. They seem laid back enough that we could probably just go to them and say, hey.
SJC guy lives in North Carolina. I met him at
I think I've seen him before too.
he's because so far so sick. It's like an actual endorsed drummer by them. That's how I met him.
There you go. I met the Ludwig dude at the Queen show, and they had some other people there because they have like obviously they're endorsed by, there's probably a damn Ernie Ball string rep there. It's that kind of thing. But they, I think I have his number, and if I do, we'll reach out to him and be like, hey, we need to talk.
We need to get some stuff here.
Do you tune the drums to the other instruments or just tune them by themselves?
By themselves.
Yeah.
I'm basic. I just use a drum dial. Some people use the tune bot and try to tune it in intervals.
Yeah.
I just drum dial, check the pressure, go for it.
Pop, pop. I don't think, from production mind standpoint, I think tuning a drum kit to a note can be cool if you're going to do it for like a specific song or like a reason, but doing it like that all the time, I'm like, you're going to...
After a few songs, it's all fucked.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's going away anyways.
Well, I hit hard, so after a few songs, it all goes to shit. What the fuck is a drum dial?
What is a drum dial?
It's basically, you can look it up, but it is a little device that measures the pressure and tension on a drum head so that you can get, a nice even spread all around and tune it to the same tension.
There you go.
So you get a nice sound. It's good for getting it sounding pretty good.
There you go. So balance is what I'm hearing. Alex Holden said, how do you tune the cymbals?
Tape. Don't do it.
You just drill holes through it.
That's what you do when they start to crack. That's what people do. They drill a hole where the cracks start and then kind of carve it out so it doesn't spread any further.
Drum tips.
Drum tips. If you have a cymbal that's cracking, drill a hole where it's going.
I think we have a segment on our YouTube now where it's called JP's Tip.
JP's Tip. It's a very easy process and it paid off. A lot of sound people I know are very, very just naturally good.
Yeah.
As bass, drum, reso head to cut hole or not to cut hole, the sound guy will thank you very much if you cut a hole. They will hate you if you do not.
If you do I think big hole is best. You go right in there and you can get into that beater, dude.
Yeah.
Get that good, less of that, less of that slap sound,
Yeah, you like a slap.
Pop. Yeah. I don't want it.
You don't like the metalcore clicks?
Yeah, no. I
Well,
want to. I want to hear.
you stuff a pillow in there. Yeah, I usually do some dampening. I think I have towels in mine right now.
This is getting naughty. Do you stuff a pillow in there? Oh, that's true with most.
I got a really shallow kit, so I can't really fit a pillow in too well.
What if I ran a mic into the bass drum without needing a hole through it, running the cable through the top?
That work. There are
You can do that.
there are suspended kick drums where you can suspend it in the inside.
There you go.
There you go, and then
I
you
mean-
just run the XLR to the sound guy, and he might dig that.
I think for Mayor McCheese, just because I know his setup in his studio area that he's recording in, it's mainly for recording. So, in my head, what would make the most sense is you could choose just not to put a beater head on or not a beater head, but the front head on, right?
Yeah.
Or your reso head, I guess is what that'd be, and you just let it hang, right?
Yeah.
But if you want that head on there, I guess I don't know. I had played around with the small hole, but I really found that I like it off, and then I like to do weird stuff like the John Bonham build like cardboard tubes and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I saw this guy do one time?
What?
Took a water hose, took an SM57, taped it to the end of the water hose, right, with the end going onto it, and then he took the hose and he put it around in front of the kick drum,
That's crazy.
and it picks up the vibration, so it's almost like a sub, like kind of weird.
I like doing weird stuff with drums.
That to me was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like with a 57 and a water hose on a kick drum, I was like, that's wild.
What do you think of Roland electric kits? They are good if you need somewhere to practice and be quiet. I have one.
Yeah.
And it's what I use to practice, and I will always take an acoustic kit over it.
Oh, yeah.
But they're good. They're good if you need it.
I mean, if you gotta like practice quietly, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. Real drums just it's a different thing,
I
right?
will always.
Yeah.
How many pieces does a kit really need? I play just racked floor, but I am always awed when I see someone just run floor tom and a snare.
I feel like that's balls.
It's balls.
That's like you showed up. You're
Yeah.
like, here's what the fuck I think.
There's the Beartooth drummer, old one, used to do that, and
Yeah.
it was killer. It's three cymbals. Three cymbals is enough.
Yeah.
Dear God.
I'm not a fan of the whole bring the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like the
I've played with
Look.
so many bands where they bring the cymbal rack, and I'm like,
what's the point? though?
if you want to, like if
Well-
some people, but I mean like they'll hit the splash cymbal like 2 times through the whole
That's
set.
what
and
I
I'm
mean.
like, really?
I'm like, what do you need all that shit for? And like all the, they got the different size toms and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, whenever you go over like 2 rack toms, like more than 2, I'm like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm talking about. They got that. They got some stupid mini snare that sounds like shit.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
have the auxiliary snare.
yeah, I'm like, you're not Stuart Copeland. You're not doing anything
you're not
with
playing
that.
for like a huge pop artist where it's like,
No. You're gonna need to swap that thing out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck off. I'm not about it. Neil Peart disagrees, Sean. Well, I mean, Neil Peart also could afford a crew to haul his shit around. You ever
God,
doing?
I'd
oh,
love a drum tech. Oh my God.
dude, changeovers. We know there's bands in North Carolina that will make your changeover a living hell because they're like, well, I just really feel like I should use my
They'll
kit.
finish the set and they'll just, hey
Um,
man, how you doing?
Walk
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
have a conversation,
Be
and you're like,
hey,
we got to move your shit, buddy.
we got
Let's
to
get it
go.
out.
This is.
It, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, I wish it was simpler like it is for guitar players, but also, sometimes you got to make compromise.
What stick and why? I'm basic. I play a 5A. I occasionally do 5B, but sometimes the weight will get to me. But
Gets in
I
his
just
head.
5A. I'm not a big fan of the smaller sticks for sure. I have a buddy who plays 7As, and I'm like, they're like real tiny. What
The
brand is-
numbers are lost on me.
There's-
Is the higher the number, the skinnier the stick?
I believe so.
Well, there you go. What brand of stick?
Do I use match grip? I believe so. Match grip is this, and then traditional is this.
Yeah.
I think so. What brand? I switch brands all the time. It usually sticks have gotten so expensive. I played Vader for a while, and then I had a show where I pulled out a brand new Vader like out of a 4-pack, and it broke halfway through the second song, and I was like, I'm never buying another Vader again. It just takes something that small to turn me off.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that is ridiculous. This is a brand new stick, 1.5 songs in.
You know what you're really good about? I think I can count on one hand how many times I've seen you drop a stick. Like, it's rare. Like, I think all the shows that we played together, and it's not like we played a million, but we probably played, 20 shows? Something like that?
Yeah.
20, 30 shows?
It happens
I
sometimes.
think all the rehearsal, everything. I think it's rare, though, dude. You're pretty good about your stick. And I say that to say that Nick, who played after you, every show, every practice, a stick was going across. A stick flew across and hit me on the other side of the stage one night.
If you're dropping sticks, you gotta learn how to play one-handed. I mean, it's a matter of like sometimes
Yeah.
it happens, and
Oh yeah, shit
and
happens.
it's all about the recovery and being able to like I can confidently keep the backbeat with one hand, like that's
Yeah.
easy. So like
Yeah.
we play other. How do I make mine super accommodating? That's a tough question. I feel like I'm pretty standard with my kit setup, so anything that's like super weird. I like my stuff kind of close in and low, but not too low. But like I'll play some kits where I think the one that will get me is if the stuff's up super high. I have a buddy of mine whose cymbals are like, I swear I have to do this to hit them.
Yeah.
The cymbal stands and the rack tom is a floor tom. Almost. It looks. It may be
Yeah.
classified a rack tom, but it looks like a floor tom that's mounted super high. But he's a killer drummer, and he
Does he do like that standing to play kind of thing?
no,
No.
and he's good.
'Cause
Like
I've
he can
seen-
play it well. I
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah. Up there though. I don't know. My drum playing is so rudimentary bullshit because obviously I'm a guitarist trying to sit at a drum kit. But I always just think, I don't know. Like I'm like, this is what it looks like. Whenever I've seen you or somebody else set up, I'm like,
Yeah.
it seems right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm viewing this from Mayor McCheese's standpoint of being maybe more like a guitarist running into it. I'm like, set it up, I guess, what feels comfortable, right?
Yeah, no, it really
Yeah.
is a matter of preference. Like, there's no right or wrong. There's definitely, like, in my opinion, wrong for me, but
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I like whenever people have everything super low. Yeah, there was one band. I don't remember. They were on tour. It's like a pretty big emo band that we opened up for, and he had
It's in Belmont, was it?
No, it was in Belmont. They didn't let me play their kit. I wanted to. The drummer's insane. There's a video of like him breaking his hand on tour. Played the whole set one-handed, and it is nasty. But yeah,
So if you came to a jam room and the drums were a Questlove pocket kit, would that be acceptable?
in a jam setting, anything is acceptable in my opinion.
I was gonna say, and also the pocket kits. I whenever I worked at Buchanan's, I'd put those together.
Like, you're talking like
Yeah.
the club kits,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a little like cocktail kit.
Yeah.
I played in a band where Trevor, who was in this band I was in called Left Early, you saw him play probably once or twice. He played a cocktail kit and mic'd up. I mean, it was fine. Like it works. You know?
It's good. I mean, they're good for their like situational. Obviously, it wouldn't be my go-to thing, but we've like the one time we played that fucking show and boom. God damn. What
That
a
show and Boone.
That show and boom. I played a cocktail kit.
I would love to show the photos, like
you guys
the
have
photo
no
of,
idea.
of us playing it the first time and it being like packed out and like it looked like just rock and roll madness. And then we tell JP all this, like, no, this place is fucking dope. It's gonna be sick. There's gonna be 200 fucking college kids in this place packed the fuck out. That's what it was. We went there and we killed it.
I saw the pictures.
There's videos. It's badass. We were like, yes, we go up there. I swear to God, not 10 people were there. And half of those 10 were girlfriends and the other bands.
And it was.
And it was like,
The worst part is that it was like some like frat house.
oh
And
yeah.
the sewage. Remember the sewage
Yes.
fucking broke and started leaking through the the ceiling. It was bad.
It was
It was bad.
it was absurd. It was like what happened? It was like 6 months of time.
It was, yeah.
Maybe not even. It was bizarre. I was like, what happened? This place was dope. It was great. And then it went to shit. Oh, man. Well,
I got this quesadilla from my snare and I absolutely love it. Is that the
is that like the
mute?
Yeah, like a muter or something like that or whatever
Yeah,
it is?
I have my favorite is I don't know what it's called, the snare. It's like a magnetic snare weight that bounces up with the snare, so it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called though.
There's some that look like brake pads that I just from recording and trying different sounds at home. There's one and it's got like clappers on top of it, so you can get like a different sound for that hi-hat kind of feel if you want that, which I always thought was cool.
All right.
All right.
We got to wrap
We're
up.
gonna wrap it up so we
Yeah.
can go to work. Let's do it. It's been great talking. This is JP. Everybody, welcome JP. And then there's like cheering noises and stuff.
Yeah.
Woo,
I'll play something from the computer.
Hell yeah. There you go, boys. We'll see you next week. Click like, click subscribe, hit the bell. Get ready. New videos coming September 1. Cool lightsabers. I would pick them up, but honestly, they're just so pretty back there. We don't want to mess those lights up. They're really nice tube lights. But yeah, get ready for more stuff. Thank you again, Tom, for the wedding gift. You're amazing. Next week, we'll do some couples talks and stuff and get it set up, and we'll have a great time doing it. I think that would be a ton of fun, and I think she would not know what to do on a camera, and that would be hilarious.
I think it would be good.
So we'll see you then, all right?